So let me introduce myself again. I am Jamie. Before we start, I would like to request you to turn off the phone or put it on silent mode. Thank you. Today is the second recital Gabby do her recital. This is the fourth term she learned from me. So today's recital, her theme is called Voice Goes Beyond. So maybe she will explain to you why she put this theme for the recital. And now we shall invite Gabby to be on stage and sing for us. I've been forced into this. I have a script because I haven't fully exactly memorized this. My nerves made it almost impossible to remember anything, including song lyrics. So I drastically failed at that one this term. You all know my name, so I don't think I have to repeat that. But hi, I'm Gabriela. I'm 15 now. I turned 15 on July 1st, and I've been doing this course for so long that I forgot. That's true. I feel like this course is really important to me because I have a lot of problems with organizations and stuff, and this course affects the way that I perform in school, the way that I perform at home, the way that I perform with my friends outside, because not only does it teach me singing, it teaches me time management, organizational skills, and it teaches me, honestly, Miss Jamie is my singing coach and my therapist. So there's she became my therapist when she became my singing coach, because for me music is all about expressing your emotions, and I think that because I repressed them for so long, I didn't really have the opportunity to sing properly because of the way that I kept everything inside. Forgive my script. I have 4 songs to showcase today. Oh dear. Photograph, Happier, Careless All This Time, and Golden Hour. You're here because I randomly picked you guys out of a WhatsApp group chat, and I've got no idea who I invited and who I didn't. But you're all very important people to me because only important people have my WhatsApp. Surprisingly enough. I don't have very many people on WhatsApp.
Thank you. You're honored.
Okay, let's start with Photograph. So, anyone knows Ed Sheeran, or am I just talking to a crowd of the 90s music?
I know.
Miss Jamie, you don't
I
have.
think you also probably know. Say you.
Andrew
You
Ed
don't know?
Sheeran. Ed Sheeran.
I have his merch, but I don't know his songs.
I actually, the person, not the song.
Oh, I sure I know lah.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect, of course.
You know, because he used to play Perfect for me from growing up from small all the way up, and that was the only song I would hear blasting from his iPad. I have to admit, and this is a very embarrassing story from my dad, but because he has a tendency to embarrass me at every birthday party and every hangout that I have, here's to you, Dad, for swinging and swiveling your hips in boxers to Perfect Ed Sheeran when I was 9 and walked in on you. It was not a very pleasant sight, but I'm sure you were having fun. Please do lock your room door when you're going to do that, because a very curious 9-year-old will have a look inside and will be traumatized. The first song is Photograph. It was written and released by singer-songwriter. I don't know what's the difference, honestly. They sing and they write their own songs. Edward Christopher Sheeran. He has a middle name. Known as Ed Sheeran in 2014. The storyline is behind this is Ed Sheeran has stated he made the song to remember and commemorate all the memories he's made in the coming years. And I think many of us forget about the memories we make in the past when we make new ones. And we're continuously looking forward to the future. And our parents always tell us, look forward to your future. But the future is nothing without the past and the present. And if you're not looking for what you had to affect what you're going to have, then you're never going to appreciate everything that you have. Because what you've had before equals what you're going to have in the future. And if you don't appreciate what you had before and what you have now, then you're never going to learn to appreciate what you have in the future.
Very well said.
Thank you. It's a pop song, continuous flowing melody, moderate repeating tempo. I just want people to listen to music and enjoy themselves. I found the lyrics very resonating because I've made a lot of new friends in the last couple of years. I was not a very popular kid when I went to Garden International School. I don't think, how many of you remember that phase where I went to Garden and I would come back every day wearing the GIS uniform? I believe that was seen daily.
I know.
Daily.
Yeah.
4-3. mistakes and not everything is perfect. So the song was written by Marshmello and Daniel and Campbell Smith, known as Bastille, in 2018. I swear to God, if you don't know this one, I will be so disappointed. Made to celebrate main things of letting things go, and they're not even there when you really want them to be. It's a slow, sad ending, and it's continuously varying. I feel like you guys should listen to the way the song repeats and changes. I feel like it's a way of saying letting go of toxic relationships. I've had a lot of bad relationships gone wrong, and like I started dating from a very young age. My mistake, my accident. Everyone learns from it. But I feel like every person that I've gone for is someone that's been dictated to me, and someone that I've been told by friends and peer pressure into dating who didn't treat me very well. Or I actually liked the guy and I backed out because I was too afraid. And like at a young age, we're all really afraid of the things that come before, and we can all stand strong and say that we know what adults go through, but actually, I don't think we do, because we haven't gone to that stage yet. And as my dad likes to continuously, frequently remind me in every argument we have of my lifetime, our brains don't develop till we're 21, which means your brains aren't developed either. So don't look at me.
I don't even have a brain, I don't know what you mean.
Dad, this is my dad has been with me through every single dating stage I've had. It's been way too long. It probably needs to get cut out of it, but it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So. Walking down 29th and Pike, I saw you in another's eyes. Only a month we'd been apart. You look happy-eyed. Saw you walk inside a bar. You said something to make you laugh. I saw that bond that smiles with twice as wide as stars. Yeah, you look very frequent thing. Why? Because it goes one after the other and just doesn't stop. Okay, so this one is going to be an interesting one. Second favorite of my day. These songs are going according to my favorite. So you can see that I started getting from bad to getting better. That might have to do with something because I hate the first song and it keeps getting better, going down. So this one, Tale as Old as Time. Okay, now this one everyone has to know. First movie released in 1919, Beauty and the Beast. The teapot sings it. Why does the teapot sing it? I don't know, because it has a very long mouth and probably can create very high opera sounds, which I cannot recreate, so I'm sorry, Mrs. Potts, but mine's going to be a lower version than yours. Very slow but joyful song. They ought to watch for a duet, as it's my first ever in this recitals. Can I take the opportunity to invite my duet partner and my vocal coach, Miss Jamie, up front to come and join us? I chose this song because, I had it for school editions, and I did get a part, by the way. But I asked for a minor part, but I was still very happy with the song. I chose to continue learning it, and hopefully I managed to match the perfection. If you hear perfection, it's probably not me. It's that one.
No, it's a collaboration, okay?
Yeah.
Got it?
Oh
Okay, next one. Personal favorite. I don't know if I'm going to dramatically mess this up or dramatically ace it. It is one of TikTok's current viral ongoing hardest challenge songs, listed under top 5 hardest to sing of 2023. So let's see if I can ace it. If I don't, still tried.
You can.
There we go. Golden Hour is a song by American singer-songwriter Jake. Released as a single July 15, 2022, and went viral on TikTok, became an international hit. Song reached top 10 United States, Canada, Australia, Germany, Ireland, Netherlands, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Switzerland, Global 200. Runs a tempo of 94 BPM, can be used double time. Runs 3 minutes and 29 seconds, I don't know why I put that in. With a C sharp and D flat key in a minor mode, for anyone who doesn't play music, which is probably most of you. Average energy, somewhat danceable. I fell in love with the song when I heard it on TikTok. Because I always, like I said, previous exes, everything, I always wanted the ideal of love. Like, I was raised with the same Cinderella and princess fairy tale stories that everyone had told me and I grew up reading. But I wish someone had told me that fairy tales stay fairy tales and reality stays reality, and that you can't find a fairy tale in a reality unless you're not looking for one. Because the things that you need the most, like love, come to you when you're looking for them. And thank you for the adequate rock music. I love rock music.
Okay.
It was just a lovers sitting in the car, listening to the blowing, falling for each other. Pink and orange skies, feeling stupid childish, no drama brother. Missed call from my mother. Like where you went tonight, got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. Oh, you slow down time. In your golden hour. We were just lovers, feet up on the dash, driving nowhere fast, burning through the summer. Radio on blast, make the moment last, shake on summer power. Minutes feel like hours. She knew she was the baddest, can you even imagine falling like I did? For the love of my life, she's got glow on her face, a glorious look in her eyes. My angel of light, I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. Oh, you slow down time. In your golden hour. Okay. I think the last one was the best.
Yes.
I'll agreement.
You can be confident that you get to do it.
I think actually it was because of the order we chose to do it. If we had done photograph last, I would have messed up last. If we had done photograph first, I would have messed up first. Why? Because my songs, like, I tend to get really nervous with songs that I can't sing with emotion. But when it comes to like a song that really resonates with me, it kind of just sticks. Like, I gotta admit, I learned this song before I went for my Christian youth term, and I started learning it. I have been obsessed with it. This is the one song that I have continuously started singing in the shower, he's heard very loudly, in my room, outside, in the Grab, with the Grab driver who called me Ariana Grande. I didn't even know he was paying attention. That was very scary. This one was in the car, and the Grab driver just goes, "You sound like Ariana Grande," and I forgot we were sitting in a Grab. So I'm singing, I'm putting on a whole performance with the Grab driver. And then I remember what Miss Jamie told me, "Don't be afraid." So I just kept singing, and we jammed the 2 random songs all the way there with no radio, just me. And it was quite fun because the drive was like 25 minutes. So we just ended up, and he was just sitting there. He's like, "I didn't know you could sing." I was like, "I didn't know I could sing either." It took me 2 months actually before that to plan the closing speech. Miss Jamie doesn't know that. Miss Jamie has just found out that. I have gone through every variation and every alternative of how I want to close this. Because closing this for me not just means closing off this term. It means closing off singing for a while, or for a little while. Because I am doing my GCSE Recital in October, and by God's grace, I will pass with good results. And it will be Taylor, Sunway, BAC, INTI, or one of the 4 for me in the coming next year. Hopefully it's Taylor's. Don't even yell that. I know you are going to. Don't be tempted. He goes to Taylor's. He wants me to go to Taylor's so I can carry on the legacy. Probably because I'm the better sibling. Anywho,
You graduated or you leave?
shut up. Don't brag. I know more languages than you do. I taught longer than you do. Okay, anyway, siblings fights can continue after this. You know, I'm gonna wing it a little bit. I wrote a speech. I submitted one so Miss Jamie could see that I was prepared, and I never planned to use it. So please don't murder me after this, Miss. I love you. The reason I didn't want to write everything that I felt down on the goodbye speech is because I didn't know who was going to be sitting here today. I didn't know whether I was going to be nervous, I was going to mess up the first part. I didn't know what was going to happen. And I think that's the beauty of life. Like, everyone can say we know what's going to happen, even if we retire. Even if we think that we've got our life all planned out and that we're going in for retirement, sometimes a little surprise comes along the way. The surprise can be in the form of, you know, animals, pets, new experiences, or it can be in the form of a child. And I know that even if sometimes things aren't planned, they are better unplanned than being structurally planned. Because you're never going to be happy if you plan out your entire life. You're going to go through with the same boring old thing and end your life not being as satisfied as you want it to be. So one thing I've learned throughout this year is that I'm not supposed to plan everything. I know it leads to me being late sometimes in the morning or sleeping over at someone's house in a spontaneous movement. But for me, it's basically my last year of freedom, as I call it, because once I enter university, I will not be able to exit as freely as I have been going. So I'm spending this year the best I can. This is closing the chapter off for me of singing for a while. I don't think I'll be doing one of these for a bit, but hopefully soon, once I get myself settled in, adjusted at preferably Taylor's. I say that because I'm trying to convince this one to go to Taylor's. Thank you to everyone sitting here today, but special thanks to certain people. Some of them are not sitting here today because they couldn't make it, but they will be receiving the video that he's speaking because I will be seeing them off him. And those two, where's the cameras? 1, 2, that's been hidden behind there the entire time, and has been listening to me talk, which is honestly quite scary. Special thanks to Charlotte and Ashley and Noah Nicole Smulders, Charlotte, I forgot the last name, Charlotte Ann Fern, and Ashley Lee, because these people have slept over, or I slept over them, and had to rush at 9 a.m. in the morning, or something like that, to Miss Jamie's class, just to sit there and listen to me get scolded for not doing my homework, firstly, and then stay there for an hour and a half while I'm continuously going on and talking with Miss Jamie and then figuring out my voice. And they've never once complained about having to do that. They don't. They sleep over with me because they want to see that. I don't know what motivates them to want to see me sing. I think it might be secondhand embarrassment, but still, I love you guys. And now thanks to my dad, who was very annoying during the staging process. Why? Because I did not stop getting pestered from the time I started to the time I ended this project to do my homework. Do you know how it is to wake up in the morning to a man tickling your feet to get up in the morning? I'm sorry, but that is the most weird thing I've ever had to do this year. Wake up. And the best part is, one time he woke me up, he tickled my feet and said, "Did you do Miss Jamie's homework?" I thought I was having a mixed nightmare in the morning, just 6 in the morning. But thank you for supporting me through it. I know I can be a handful sometimes, especially when it comes to student burnout, which I've been having recently due to the amount of subjects, the sped up education, the teaching. And this is my first time actually going to announce this news. My dad has not heard either. So there is a Model United Nations huge conference that ages 15 to 18 in around the October-November period, like November period time. And out of 40,000 students who are across the globe, only 50 get accepted to every committee. I am proud to announce I have been one of 50 for this year. We'll see how that turns out. And after several school recommendations letter, GIS actually provided a huge written letter to some MUN company, and I now work and volunteer for an MUN company as of late. And a UN, this is going to be big news for you, a UN representative has reached out through one of the conferences, has told me that they're keeping an eye on me, and if my degree progresses as well as it has been, or my studies progress as well as it has been, they would love to have me working within the United Nations. So I have been very happy to see that news, and I have been holding this in for 5 days. Do you know how I tell him everything? Do you know how hard it is for me to zip my mouth and not tell him? I have been waiting 5 days. I deserve dessert after this. But I'm really proud of myself for this one, and not only have I backed that opportunity, I've actually had several opportunities, which we're talking about now because I feel like I want to. This is basically a message to my dad. I'm sorry, Miss Jamie, it's a message to my dad. A modeling lady has reached out as well. She does bakery cakes and everything, but she also attends events, and she told me she's interested in bringing me along to some. So I might accidentally just call up Auntie Mita one day and be like, "Auntie Mita, I don't know what to wear. Can you come with me? Can you come with me to this place? Can you come with me to that place?" It might happen, so be prepared for a phone call.
I'm that way.
Yes, because you're the only one who can actually dress well out of those two. One more thing is concerts. I'm hoping that Miss Jamie will show up to my school performance. I know it's just a dancing part that I got because I asked for a small part, but I'm hoping Miss Jamie will show up anyway. I've also had contact with a representative from Taylor's, and this is the best part of today. As long as my grades keep steady and they're waiting for my results, depending on what I get, which obviously I'm hoping for a bunch of A's, a bunch of A stars, I will be offered a full scholarship because of my experience in MUN, because of my modeling experience, because of the past student leadership in GIS, because of the continuous standard, the recommendation letters, working for an organization at an early age, bunch of work things. They've said they want to see my results, of course. That's for every standard, for every college or university. But they have guaranteed that if my results come up to par, I will have a full scholarship acceptance to Taylor's. So, here, I've broken out all the surprises today. I've been waiting months for all of that. So, I just wanted to remind my dad that everything he does is not for nothing.
So much of good news in all in one.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind my dad that everything he does is not for nothing. I've been getting in trouble at school lately because I don't really like my headmistress. I've learned that not everything is about me, and that I sometimes have to consider that other people may be right, and I may have to accept that I'm wrong. And having ADHD has been a tough journey. I got diagnosed in January. It's been a struggle to keep up with my dad's expectations, and I just wanted to remind him that this is the payback for all the hard work you've given in the last year. This is my payback.
Thank you.